In 1995, Cartoon Network had an animation block titled What a Cartoon, which launched some of their most iconic shows, but then eventually it was changed to being titled Cartoon Cartoons, aka the Cartoon Cartoon Show, which would post shorts based on creative-driven ideas that would later become full series, with some shows being made from these shorts being Samurai Jack, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Grim and Evil, Generator Rex, Ben 10, and even more. But eventually, Cartoon Cartoons would more or less stop being a thing. It would still every now and again get a new pilot episode that would release, and some of them would be picked up and become a full series, such as Infinity Train and Over the Garden Wall, but sadly, a lot of them would never get a full series and would end up being completely forgotten about, with pilots such as Trick Moon, Splitting Time, and many more. But then, just a few months ago, Warner Bros. Actually decided to revive the program by releasing a new and original cartoon episode on their YouTube every Monday to seemingly get some new original shows for Cartoon Network, as we have been in a time of just straight up revivals and reboots, which whilst are great, it still feels like something is missing and like Cartoon Network just isn't what it once was. But then it was actually revealed that a vast majority, if not all of the new cartoons coming out were actually finished all the way back in 2021 after it was first announced that Cartoons would be returning, before they then obviously just stopped being discussed whatsoever and made seem would never be seeing the light of day. This really made it seem like they were releasing them now because they wanted to get some new original shows all the more. But it was also just revealed by Chai Mara, the creator of one of the new cartoons, A for Angel, that apparently none of the new cartoons were ever meant to be greenlit for a full series. As she stated, might be interesting to know, but the cartoon series was a shorts program, not a pilots program. We were specifically instructed to create self-contained one-shot narratives. There were also 2 tracks, one for 7-minute longer stories and one for brief interstitials. The word pilot is a bit out of hand lately. Not everything is a pilot just because it's an original animated concept. If you want to see more of something, you should always speak up about it over and over. But the answer to why doesn't this one feel like a pilot is it wasn't. The new cartoons, even though they were made years ago, more than likely alongside a vast majority of the previous batch that did actually go on to create some new series, were apparently never supposed to. I think that they're just saying whilst it wasn't made as a pilot and or to become a full series, it doesn't necessarily mean that it can't be. It definitely still can be, as long as there's enough noise to be able to make it happen. Although chances are that none of the new cartoons will ever become full series, as some of the new cartoons, Scaredy Cat, Hungry Ghost, and Dang It's Dracula, were seemingly confirmed to be greenlit for a full series, but also that they were cancelled sometime after. But anyways, be sure to let me know your thoughts on the new cartoons, as well as about none of them possibly ever getting greenlit for a full series in the comments down below. As with that said, that is going to be the end of the video, so consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel, and I'll see y'all in the next one, whenever that is.